Studying astrophysics makes me feel insignificant in a significant way. As a first year, on a whim, I took this astronomy class called Observational Astronomy, and I really loved it. So that started my trajectory into wanting to do astrophysics. One of the best parts of my education is that I get to work in a lab one-on-one with an actual professor, and I get to analyze data with that professor or mentor, and I get to look at the stars and study galaxies and different aspects of galaxies. Sometimes we discover new things. Sometimes we discover things that make sense and work with our hypotheses. Astronomy itself it's a very difficult field, and being a woman of color, it adds another layer of just complexity to that already complex field. The field of astronomy is heavily dominated by white men. And so whenever I go into spaces, I always hesitate because I have to constantly worry about my identity and the spaces where I feel comfortable and where I belong, on top of learning this hard science. Even though I'm not fully represented, I do have a cohort of people who are there for me and who are rooting for me and who have seen me through this whole process. I'm fortunate enough to be at Barnard. I'm able to see people who have a lot of different marginalized identities represented, people who are non-binary, people who are women, people of color, women of color are more represented at Barnard. It makes me feel like I do belong. I was able to find my confidence while studying astronomy through cultivated spaces that I found. My department at Barnard is small and tight-knit. I know every professor in my department, and I never hesitate to reach out. Someone's always there to help me. My work is just getting started. Being a woman of color in astronomy, it's going to be difficult, but I want to be the representation that I've never had, and I want to pave the way for other women of color to continue on and feel like they can do astronomy.